Okay. Yeah, live.
We are back once again.
Yes, we are.
Thank you for tuning in to our little pre-show warm-up. We have a great show coming for you.
We're a little late again.
We're a
Sorry.
little late, yeah.
When you see the incredible Bastard song that we upload this week, you'll realize why I had to move all the furniture around down here. But it's totally worth it. Anywho, is there anything you'd like to start off with, love?
Well, it's that time of year. Last weekend, you thought I was kidnapped at Walmart,
I really did. Because you were gone. It was so dark and you were gone for so long.
and I left my phone in the car, so that didn't help. You're
Yeah.
trying to call me, and I'm standing in line. They had 3 cashiers open at Walmart, and the huge line in self-checkout. There was just,
And then you see some guys yelling, "How come there's only 3 lines open?" Like they care.
yeah, like they were gonna go, oh, you're right, let's open a 4th lane. That never helps. It just makes everyone uncomfortable. And some crazy girl who wanted to go in front of me.
She went and braved the incredibly overcrowded Walmart at the holiday season to buy 1 bottle of milk of magnesium.
Yeah.
That
And
you
so
could
she
get
went.
anywhere else. Yeah, interesting.
I was just like, okay, crazy lady, sure, go ahead.
So as you'll see, this week's sponsor is Your Despicable Soda. Live and be well. So we talked a little bit last week about me getting kicked out of the water slide.
Oh yeah.
Or was that in Decatur? Anyway, we did not cover getting lost in department stores. So my parents, and I think yours too, liked to spend way too much time clothes shopping. They would drag us to horrible institutions like Montgomery Ward or Sears, or even worse, Hochschild Cone. And 3 boys would be held captive while my mom tried on 300 different types of double knit dresses.
God.
And so, of course, we were a restless nature, you could say, to be kind. One day I legitimately got lost and I discovered the little trick of the store intercom.
Oh.
I legitimately didn't know where the fuck they went. And some old lady guided me to the customer service desk and they announced, "Will the parents of Mark Marshman please come and get your son?" I was a wreck, right? But from there, it became genius. I was like, wait a minute. So my brothers and I would take turns getting lost. So it was like, if she went past half an hour or whatever, the little sidebar discussion would start. I'm like, "Scott, it's your turn to get lost. Go." And he'd be like, "I don't want to. Dad gets so pissed off." I'd be like, "I got lost last time. It's your turn. Get the hell out of here." So they were so distracted by the double knit skirts that one of us would slowly back away. And then sure enough, not long afterwards, it would come over the entire store intercom. "Will the parents of Scott Marshman please report to the customer service desk?" Of course, my mom was mortified. And my dad beat the crap out of us when we got home, but it was worth it because it got us out of the fucking store.
Yeah, I would legitimately get lost because I would play a little game when my mom was shopping for clothes that I would just hide in the rack of clothes and wait till she noticed that I was not visible.
Yeah.
But she didn't notice. She kept on shopping. So when I looked out to see if she noticed I was gone, she was gone.
Ah.
So then,
You were less sneaky than I was.
No, and then
Yeah.
I would be, and this happened, the thing is, I never learned. This happened on more than one occasion. And
Well, your parents would be in the store for 6 hours. I mean, what are you supposed to do?
God, I remember my mom's thing was Joanne Fabrics. And she was real into
Wait,
sewing.
let me say it. I've said it because it's always funny if I tell a joke 600 times. In Mary Poppins, when all of the evil nannies that are in line are waiting and they blow away and Mary Poppins comes down, they all landed at Joanne Fabrics because that's who you get it. That's who's in front of us. Anyway.
Well, my mom could sew, and she would spend hours poring over the books. Do you remember the books they had with all the outfits in it?
My mom did the same thing.
And then once you found one, you would have to get to the big file cabinets and find your pattern.
Had a black electric sewing machine, and you had to push the pedal down. And I remember that. Yeah, I don't know what she was selling.
And I remember, just I was little, so I was like at counter height, and they'd be cutting that fabric, and I just watched the scissors come closer and closer. But, and it was, I think, one of those trips to Joann's. I was tired and cranky and I had it. I was probably about 2, maybe 3. And I wanted my mom's keys. And I was crying and just
Purdue.
that ridiculous, miserable toddler.
Why did they bring us? Yeah.
So she gave me her keys, put me in the
Oh,
car,
that's a good story.
locked the door,
Yeah.
and then realized seconds later she had locked me in the car with the keys. There were no clicky things back then,
No.
you know.
You
So
need to pull it up.
a crowd started to gather around my distraught mother, and several men were trying to tell me. Then it wasn't even a push, it was pull up the button. You actually pulled up the plunger to get it to
Yeah, I
unlock.
remember that. Yeah.
Okay. And they kept saying, pull it, pull it. And I thought it was hysterical that I was the center of attention. So I just acted shy and giggled and, finally.
This was your moment.
Yeah, this was my moment. Well, finally, some police officer was begging me to do it. Someone ended up with a Slim Jim. They popped the lock. As soon as they got the door open, I got over my shyness, walked over and said, I does it, and pulled the button.
Late at that point. Just one last topic on the, or one last thing on the, frustrating the parents. My one brother was very good at he could just make the vein on my father's head just pop. My parents didn't have a lot of money when growing up. Cooking was horrible. So when we went out, it was a big deal. If we were going, even if we were going to a place like, fast food or even like the Ground Round or something, there was always this sit down discussion. You will order from the children's menu, all of you, okay? Or we will never go out to eat again. Yes. And we were thrilled. The two of us were thrilled to order from the kids' menu because it meant no shitty mom cooking. So that's fine. I'll take the chicken leg off the kids' menu, no problem, right?
I used to get the chicken leg too.
My other brother, he couldn't wait. As soon as that waitress came over, how's the surf and turf? And my father would be like, he would just, that's kidding. And of course, there'd be a huge beating later.
And we were telling that story at our office dinner about we had this employee that was like outrageously inappropriate at all times, stealing the bagels and whatever.
Yeah.
But they were buying us lunch. And everyone was getting sandwiches and lunchy stuff. And he asked if he could get the steak and cake.
You're right. That's the way Scott looks.
Wow. I was like,
Anyway.
my boss said, no.
So shifting gears a little bit, ever meet somebody who's just a really bad conversationalist?
A lot of people.
Any
big
plans?
piles of awkward.
Any plans this weekend, Bob? At least I won't be in this place. Okay. Did you happen to catch a football game this weekend? I hate all sports. Okay. And you've got a bunch.
Oh my God. It's just, some people just walk around with big pockets of awkward. And a lot of times I will say something to someone and they will come back with something that's completely unrelated.
I love this.
Did you color your hair? Actually, my husband watches, football all weekend. I'm like, that doesn't answer my question.
The answer doesn't go with the question. Yeah. Well, I was thinking about it though. The positive part of being like this is that grouchy people probably never have to worry about awkward TMI conversations.
Yeah.
So you and I, we're kind of empathic when we talk to people. We don't like to be rude, so we'll kind of put up with it. And what happens is, because I've developed decent listening skills, I can make it seem like I really care when I really don't give a shit at all about what you're telling me. I'm good at faking it. Subsequently, people open up and they share details that I don't want. There's a lady at my office that gives me daily updates on the 2 losers she's dating. One of them apparently avoids her by pretending to be sick all the time, and the other lives with his mother and won't move out. Why do I need to know this? And it's because I'm easy to talk to, I guess. Some days I want to be like the I hate all sports guy because I think that they don't ever have TMI. You don't have to worry about it. So here's a good one. She the other day said to me, Mark, do you know why my skin looks so young? Oh, I've been dying to know. Castor oil. Every day I take off all my clothes and I get my entire body rubbed down with castor oil.
Wow.
And I'm like, It's such a pleasant visual. I'm going to have to try to chase that out of my head before the next holiday Christmas party.
I had a lady showing me she wanted a skin tag removed around her eye, which we will do because we are an eye doctor. And then she starts like in the exam room, starting to take her pants down to show me another one. I'm like, no, eyes. We do neck up here. Oh my God. Please don't.
Well, we got a great show lined up for you guys this week. One of our better interviews. This is one of the first times that the band they finished their band practice and just hit the Zoom button. So we got all
It was
three of
great.
them right after band practice. So soon you'll know who it is. They are a fantastic band from Omaha, Nebraska. And lots of great Deaf Ears bands on tap and lots of funny ha-has for you guys. So thanks for checking us out. And we will see you soon on our show.
Yep. So show is going to start recording and we'll get it out to you just as soon as we can.
Have a good one.